So before we get started, I want to emphasize that I took extreme caution to maintain patient confidentiality. I'm also not disclosing the hospital locations, and I'm trying to avoid the demographic information as much as possible while still making it interesting and informative to people. I'm also purposely avoiding including any staff members in this little mini documentary. I hope you enjoy. And most importantly, I had to make sure that filming did not in any way affect patient care. This was of the highest priority. Hey, good morning, everybody. Monday morning, had yesterday off, had a wonderful day. On my way in to start my shift for the day. Hopefully it goes well. Who knows what today will hold, but I just want to give you an idea of what it's like to be a Locum ER doctor working in a fairly small town. All right, hope you enjoy this. So what a start to this shift. Monday morning, my goodness. My first patient comes in with shortness of breath. Former smoker, 70-ish-year-old guy. Chest x-ray, and sure enough, big old amount of fluid in his lungs. Did a CAT scan, he's got lung cancer. So I had to tell him, told his daughter, they're devastated. All right, guys, I got another update. Next patient this Monday morning, cardiac arrest. Guy just dropped dead, basically. It's so sad. Wish I could have done more. Oh well, that's it. On to the next patient. Life of a traveling ER doctor. Okay, so I'm coming back in the doctor's sleep room because I want to talk about my post about that patient that just died. You know, this is a tough job, and you know, we have to take the emotion out as much as we can. So I don't want to, I hope I don't appear callous and uncaring when talking about that patient that passed away. It's absolutely devastating. However, you know, I got to move on. I got to keep doing the work and seeing other people. They deserve my best possible care. So if I get all emotional and carry that emotion with me into the next patient, it's just not fair to them. So I got to get going. I got a patient who just had a seizure, and I also had a patient who came in from a nursing home with altered mental status. So another update. It's about noon now, and I've got a very nice patient who unfortunately has had a heart attack. This patient is being transferred to a facility that has a cath lab, cardiologist. The patient had stents placed just about a month ago, so now that these have clotted off, that's not a good sign. Hey guys, it's 7 p.m. I'm taking a little break while I can. It's kind of chill, believe it or not, in the ER after a very hectic this morning. It's a change of shift for the nurses, so the day shift goes home and the night shift comes in. And have not had any interesting cases in the last few hours, which is good. Just kind of ho-hum things, urinary tract infections and belly pain, and got a patient with pneumonia, so nothing too exciting. Hey, good morning. It's now about 6:30 a.m. and I've got an hour and a half left in my shift, and actually just got a couple hours of sleep. Now I'm getting up and just brush my teeth and comb to my hair, and I'm gonna go get a little orange juice and just get the day going. Time for my morning orange juice. Gotta get my day going. I like to have a little vitamin C every morning, a little sugar. Kind of gets me going. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Nice selection of snacks. Grab my OJ. Breakfast of champions. So we got a patient here who we have to transport via helicopter to a facility that's got more resources, cardiologist and intensivist. So she's going to be going up by helicopter to the bigger town. This is the struggles of working in a small town, is that we don't have a lot of resources like specialty care. So we got her stabilized. She's going to do a lot better now at a bigger hospital. So this patient probably has sepsis. I can't tell you much details about the case, obviously, because of patient confidentiality. This patient has an extremely low blood pressure and has hypothermia, so we have a heating blanket on this patient. We are giving antibiotics and fluids, and we're starting this patient on medicine to get the blood pressure up, medicine called Levofed or norepinephrine. The patient's a heavy drinker, and we're trying to help him with alcohol withdrawal symptoms. Drinks all day, every day. It's so common. So we're giving a class of medications called benzodiazepines. The medicine in particular is Ativan. So it should help this patient very, very well. We're also giving vitamin supplementation because these patients almost always have vitamin deficiencies. So we're going to give this patient the help that the patient needs. This patient in here has a very rapid heart rate and rhythm. It's something called atrial fibrillation. Again, I can't tell you any more details about the patient because of confidentiality, but we have this patient on multiple medications to try to slow the heart rate and correct the heart rhythm. And if the patient doesn't improve, we'll have to shock the patient. It's something called electrical cardioversion. Charging?
Is it on?
Sir. Okay, shocking?
Clear.
Everybody clear? Shock. Sir, you're still asleep? All right.
77.48.
So we're going to charge the 200. All right, everybody clear? Clear?
Clear.
Shocking. Quick update on this patient. I now have him intubated. I have a central line placed. We've done everything that we possibly can for him. Basically, his heart is just beating too fast that it can't generate enough blood pressure to the rest of his body. So he's in cardiogenic shock. So he's going to be transported via life flight helicopter to a bigger hospital. Like I said, we've done everything we possibly can for this patient. He's on multiple medications to increase his blood pressure and to also sedate him. He's on a ventilator because he cannot breathe adequately himself. Okay, this patient, as you can see, is on lots of medications and is also on a ventilator. Obviously, patient confidentiality is the utmost importance. It's a patient here with, I don't know if I should tell, basically seizures. We could not get them to stop. It took a tremendous amount of effort and all the nurses here at this facility to get him stabilized. This patient is going to be transferred to another hospital. This is our third extremely ill patient in 7 hours. So people talk about small hospitals not being able to do anything. Well, we can do amazing things at these small hospitals, and there's a lot of them throughout the country. So we're doing great work at this hospital and all small hospitals in the country. So a shout out to all these small hospitals and small towns that provide fantastic medical care to patients who deserve the best. All right, my shift is over. Finished 24 hours, beautiful sunshiny morning. I'm on my way to the airport to head back to San Diego. So very fulfilling, very rewarding shift. Provided top-notch medical care to people who really deserve it. Everybody deserves it. So very satisfying professionally. I'm just so glad I can help people achieve the best health that they can. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.